Another twist in a Lake Havasu murder mystery. The victim, a John Doe known as Sleeping Bag Man. I'm ABC 15 investigator Ashley Holton. For over 25 years, the Mohave County Sheriff's Office has been trying to figure out who this man was. A caller recently giving investigators a partial name, but MCSO now says that's not their John Doe. Last time we talked, I know that there's been twists and turns with this whole case. Last time we talked, you were looking for someone with a partial name, James Kane, and you did in fact find this person.
That's correct. We were looking for James Kane with the last name that started with a P that we did not know, and who was also known as Joe Kane. And I believe it was almost the next day after your segment aired that there was a message on our voicemail, and I retrieved it, and it was from a person identifying himself as Joe and this last name. And obviously, if it was him who I was looking for, he was alive and well, and he said that he had information that could possibly assist in the investigation. So I immediately called him back and verified that he was the James Kane, Joe Kane. It was actually his family owned the shop on Maricopa, the paint shop, and that he did. I went back and kind of looked at old pictures of him, and he looked similar to the artist rendering. So I can understand why people were saying that it could be him. And he verified that he lived at the Kimberly Apartments, and he just about verified all the information. What he did say, though, was that the watch and the T-shirt belonged to his roommate at the Kimberly Apartments. So that piqued my interest. And so my next question was, okay, that's good. That's a good thing. What is your roommate's name? And all he could remember that his name was Bob, and he was possibly from Indiana, and that he was a bartender at Kokomo's, which is a club attached to the London Bridge Resort in Lake Havasu City. And he said that he was really a hard worker in addition to his bartender duties, and that people would remember him because I guess during the 90s, Kokomo's had bar tables inside the club that were made from surfboards. And I guess it was this bartender Bob who actually made those bar tables. So now I look for Bartender Bob from Indiana, and I've reached out to Kokomo's to see if they might have any employee records from those years still in their archives, to see if they might have anything. Some of the employees who work there still worked there back then. So I put that question out to them too. In addition, I guess there's a text chain of Kokomo's employees from years past, and a person put it out on the text chain about the information on Bartender Bob, but nobody could remember what his last name was. So that's about where I am in relation to the clue based on the artist rendering. And again, I would assume that the artist rendering, even though it might have looked like Joe Kane, might still look like Bartender Bob too. So that's what I'm hoping, that maybe we can get another lead, because after that, I've basically exhausted all my avenues of investigation. I did follow up on the Casio watch. The model number, after a lot of research, is it's just a watch. It doesn't store any phone numbers or anything that if we tried to get it up and running again, that we could retrieve any info, and it wasn't possible. I called around to a few watch repair places, but so that lead is basically been exhausted. I can't obviously research boat registration records because I have no name to look for. I did find out that boat registrations are kept indefinitely, so if I ever get a name, then at least I have another avenue to explore. But at this point, I'm left with the forensic genetic genealogy.
And I was thinking about this case and thinking about how, we did our original story. You got some tips from that. You followed those tips. And with these cold cases, that's kind of what you're left to do is follow any of these pull any straw you can and get creative. And I know you get creative all the time, with different cases. And so here you are appealing to the public one more time because so far genetic genealogy has really not returned any close matches that you could, go off of.
Yes, and I guess this would be my genetic genealogy appeal. Uh, our our matches, which are very low, like 121 centimorgans and 33 centimorgans, respectively, that reflects like a fourth great grandparent relationship and an eighth great grandparent relationship. And where we find the two matches meeting for the most common recent ancestor, it goes back to the Gran or Gran, Graan or Gran family from Finland in the 1800s. And this couple had 8 children, 5 of whom emigrated to the United States and settled in Ohio, Minnesota, New Mexico, and California. And through history, I would surmise that they had kids who then had kids and then had kids. So it's just finding the correct branch. I think I've spoken to probably over 20 people. There have been at least 4 or 5 who have done DNA kits for me. We have been able to eliminate like 3 branches, but it's a tedious process when your centimorgan matches are that low. And that's my appeal. I guess if you're related to the Grans from Finland in the 1800s, please get in contact with me, and I can have you complete a commercial DNA kit. But like you said, at this point, that's what we're relying on. We've tested. There was virtually no evidence to test in this case because it was all ruined through the water and decomposition. We're just looking for any straw, any lead, any thread that can lead us to the next thread. Because as you know, that's what I do. I follow threads.
And these cold cases can be tough, and sometimes it takes, the public's help or some kind of creative, situation to finally get a resolution. But we keep saying, at the end of this, the goal right now is to figure out who this man was, because right now he's still a John Doe. For people that are out there, I think a lot of people forget, and I know we've talked about it, but places like ancestry.com, a lot of people, upload to those platforms, but those are not the ones that you guys have access to. So can you remind people which ones you have access to that they could upload their DNA to?
Law enforcement friendly websites are Family Tree DNA, FTDNA, and GEDmatch. And your DNA profile, your file, that whatever commercial database you upload to is yours. It belongs to you. So you can upload it to those databases. Or if you need help and want to do that, I have helped people in the past. I have the directions on how they can do that. But it's GEDmatch and FTDNA that we need the people to upload their kits to.
And we've seen success stories, you have, with these different sites, people uploading, and it takes time, and it happens, and you get the match that you're looking for. But if someone out there recognizes, hey, I knew a man, Bartender Bob, or I recognize this piece of information, I feel like I have seen quite recently people commenting like, oh, I think I know this, or I think I know that. Any small tip could help you. And so you want to hear those tips.
I would like, certainly, I would like to hear those tips. My only caveat to that is I would like them to have a tie to Arizona. If you know or saw somebody in Arkansas that looked like the composite picture, the artist rendering, don't don't leave that information for me. I need something that I can tie to even the state of Arizona, as big as Arizona is. If we can just get a tie to the state, that would assist me in going further in this investigation.
I do want to touch on the flashlight because there has been, we talked about the flashlight, the different pieces of evidence, and this had those initials. And the man that you talked to said that could be his flashlight, right? That his roommate just had, maybe?
Yeah, I didn't really press him during that conversation. I think it was because I was more flustered and kind of disheartened or disheartened that it wasn't the guy I was looking for. So I didn't really specifically ask him, but he did make the statement that the flashlight was not even tied to the person. So I'm assuming that yes, possibly that belonged to him, or that the John Doe picked it up somewhere, maybe a secondhand store, or somewhere from, was given to him from somebody. But he basically told me it wasn't applicable to the identification of who John Doe really is.
Well, people are continuing to watch our first story, our second story. Now we're going to have an update for them. Is there anything else that you want people to know as they follow this? Because now there are people from all over that are following and hoping that this man gets his name back.
Well, and that's why I appreciate that you have put it out there, and that we have come to a part 3, because now if this gentleman was from Indiana, as Joe believes, then if it gets out to Indiana, maybe somebody's missing Bob from Indiana, that he came to Arizona and to Lake Havasu around that time frame, and they never heard from him again. So that's why I do this. I put it out there so that one person who's sitting there, the light bulb just clicks on and goes, that I know that person, that's Bob, whoever, and we never saw him again. So that is my hope. I guess that's my appeal. That's my appeal to people. If don't hesitate with any relevant piece of information. Just don't hesitate to call the phone number that you provide.
And I always think back to the 90s, the early 2000s, because that's the time period kind of that we're talking about here. And it was so much easier for families, I think, to lose track of people because we didn't have things like social media, great cell phones. We kind of barely had some of that technology back then. And so people weren't like checking on their cousin on Facebook. These were people that could easily lose touch. And you've heard that from multiple families before.
Yes, like you said, a lot of these cases, when you think about it, the phone still out in front of the grocery store was still being utilized. Those kind of things. I get a lot of there was some kind of estrangement, and they just figured that person was living a better life, so they didn't bother to even check in on them or conduct any follow-up. And that's the sad part, because the majority of these cases are these people have just, the bond has been severed somewhere, and it was so easy not to, you're talking physically mailing a letter, that kind of thing. If you had a cell phone, it was in your car and it weighed 10 pounds and plugged into your cigarette lighter. So it wasn't anything like it is now, where you can, you can put a tracker now and find these people anywhere. So it's easy, especially if you come to Arizona. Still now, I mean, Arizona is just wide open, vast desert. Just think of what it was back then. So it's easy to get lost. And that's the unfortunate part about it.
People have still been commenting the name Dennis Lee Anderson, and that's a lead that you're still following.
Yes, the request has been made for comparison. Unfortunate, it's a very lengthy process. You're talking a physical, I guess. I don't know how they actually do it, but I've been told it's like a physical process where they actually compare, not, no machines or that kind of thing involved. And so it can take 6 months to a year. It's not uncommon for that to happen. I've gotten results 2 years down the road. So it's something that's there, but I continue to explore other leads, because, again, as in the case of Dennis, I don't know. No one has provided any information, and maybe this is a good time to ask that, how he could have gotten down here. I don't know if he drove, if he had friends that brought him down here, what the circumstances were. And it sounds, it's another situation where there were no close family ties, so they didn't really know. He'd check in every once in a while to tell them he was okay. And when he didn't check in, I guess that's when the warning bells started ringing. So if anybody knows any information on him, I would appreciate that, to tie him to Arizona.